Did I even make sense there?
No.
Well, let's just start the Tom Kelly Show.
The Tom Kelly Show.
There you go.
Everybody, I want
Can you hear it? Hang on, I'm going to just turn them up. Do you hear it? No? No? I can't deal with this. Now do you hear it? No?
I do.
Okay, good. And here we go. Keep that money coming. Content warning. Spoiler alert. Get ready to see my balls drop. You are experiencing for New Year's.
Okay.
You know, it's nice to know how funny you're not when you have a real person in the room. You are experiencing the Tom Kelly Show. So much to talk about with my filthy glasses in front of me. My friend Mike is here.
Hello.
Mike doesn't like his last name being used.
Correct.
He actually is also uncomfortable with his first name being used. Well, actually, what would you have if we were going to do this for real? Would you have a wacky radio name?
I mean, I live in Pennsylvania. I think it's a requirement. I would have to. Yes.
You need the jokes for real. The jokes for real. Like half of the people on the radio in the 1970s, 80s, and 90s all have fake names. I knew a girl named Lisa Gold who had to pick a name that was owned by the radio station, and like there was Bubba the Love Sponge.
Right.
There was like 5 of them, and then one of them had to sue for his right to keep using the word Bubba the Love Sponge.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, you are experiencing the Tom Kelly Show, and Mike is here. How was your holiday so far?
It was not bad. It was pretty good.
You got to see all your cousins who love me. I feel like some of your relatives listen to this show.
They probably do. Did I tell you that? I don't remember if I said that or not. But my cousin Jen was like, "Is cousin Tom coming?"
Because I grew up with Mike. Mike's my best friend from growing up. Mike and I used to do pretend radio shows when we were kids in his basement, and now we're doing them as adults.
Yeah.
for a living.
Right. 35 years later.
35 years later. And honestly, the number of listeners has not gone up. So, so cousin Jen said, "Is Tom coming?"
She did.
And she's still married?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Glad she's doing well. Anybody else? Anyone on the brink of divorce? Any of your cousins or honestly, even your aunts at this point?
I don't think so.
Aunt Terry's still single?
Yes, and everybody else, I mean, they've all been married for.
Well, they're good people. No, your family's been very,
years,
very, very good to me. That was really, honestly, me feigning interest to segue into my own Christmas stories.
Oh, let's hear it. How was your Christmas, Tommy?
Oh, thanks for asking, Mike. I had a very nice Christmas. I had a nice moments with my mom, my dad, each one of my nieces and nephews, and my brother and sister-in-law. It was sweet. I'll tell you the funniest one was I think I'm going to start to stop giving Christmas gifts next year.
Okay.
At least with my nieces and nephews. I don't know. Actually, they were all very appreciative. I don't know if I put in the effort they deserve. Fair?
I mean, some of them are in their 20s now.
Some are in their 30s. The oldest one's in his 30s, and he has kids. And honestly, and there was a moment where my grandnephew Miles gave me a gift. He gave me a little rubber duck to put on my Jeep.
That's adorable.
Adorable. And I had this moment where I'm like, why am I giving gifts to 20-year-olds? This kid would be much more happy with it.
Right.
Okay. But I also realized I have not done my job as an uncle giving the gifts.
But I thought you give the gifts every year.
I do give the gifts every year.
So what do you mean you're not doing your job?
Like I'm not doing it well. Like they're not good gifts. Like
I've phoned it in.
So this year, no, I don't phone it in. I just haven't recreated my magic in a while.
Okay.
Like there was a point where I used to start Christmas. I'd start my Christmas shopping every December 23rd. I would
nice
call,
and early.
And you would be a part of this. And
yes.
we would go to the B Mall. We would go to the Sunrise Mall, and I would call my cousin Amy, and then it'd be the same 5-minute chat every year. How are you starting your Christmas shopping on the 23rd? What's the matter with you? I can do this, Amy. I can do this. And honestly, for some reason, the lines would be short, and she would give me what the kids wanted. And because everybody was young and people weren't as rich as they used to be, it'd be exciting.
Yeah.
Now, especially with the younger nieces and nephews, their kids they grew up with a little more money than the first 5.
Right.
And even with my nephews, TJ and Joey, they got rich in-laws. My parents are spoiled. Everybody's spoiling them from all angles. So I went out and I wanted to get one thoughtful gift for everybody I love. So now for the oldest 10 nephews, I was going to become book uncle. Found a great one for Allison, my niece Allison, that I wanted to get for all of the college-aged girls, which was How to Piss Off Men was the name of the book.
Okay.
And it was basically a joke book of passive-aggressive statements young women can say at parties around condescending men, including one that I've gotten, you remind me of Andy from The Office.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Or go up to a muscular guy and ask if his slightly less muscular friend knows of a good gym in the area. I wanted to buy 3 copies of that for the 3 oldest girls. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I became awkward book uncle this year.
Okay.
I gave my goddaughter Kaylee,
Yes.
a girl who represents all that is sweet and beautiful in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she's now 28. And God bless, I gave her a book by Amy Poehler, who was on Saturday Night Live.
Very funny.
Very funny. And a powerful, confident woman. We agree?
Yeah.
She opens the book, and the chapter is entitled, I have a vagina like Angelina Jolie.
How so?
I didn't ask. We didn't sit down for a family reading.
Okay.
It was awkward enough.
You're not doing it for books on tape or anything like that?
You know what? I think that would actually be kind of funny to have. That would be funny to have, like, if I get an awkward gift, the child then has to read it to me until I learn my lesson.
Right.
So then it gets worse.
That's in the How to Piss Off Men book.
Hey, Uncle Tommy, let me read you the friggin' Amy Poehler book. Yeah. Now, gets better. I got a couple of good ones, I think. I can't remember which ones I got that were good ones. I got my nephew Luke, that book, How to Survive Any Disaster. Have you seen that? That's like the ultimate. Oh, you would like that book.
Is that like Bear Grylls kind of stuff? Or
it's somebody like, it's okay, the plane is crashing. This is how you hold up a plane. Or, okay, you've been bitten by a snake. What do you do?
Oh, I like that.
You would love it, actually. You and your brother would both love it.
Say he was definitely in that vein there for a little while.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things you would love it as your coffee table book, but you're getting Why Men Love Bitches.
Right.
Okay. Now, I gave Christian a book by the Christian who is a very liberal and 30.
Yeah.
I gave him a book written by my friend Jimmy Fallon from Fox News, The Cancel Culture Dictionary. And I wanted him to read it to tell me if it was good. Mm-hmm. And then I'd read it.
So what did he get for Christmas? He got homework.
Well, and he sort of made this face. And I had a nice, funny backup book that I forgot to bring. Mm. So there's just this look on his face is like, Uncle Tommy, you know I don't watch Fox News, right?
Well, you got to understand both sides, kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of did something like, no, but he was funny and you can learn from him. Next one was, but the one that hit the most awkward moment was as the kids are unwrapping gifts, there's happiness and joy. I gave my niece Ava a wrapped book. She opens it and the book is I Hate My Selfie, a collection of essays by Shane Dawson.
Okay.
Now, you can sort of explain. I did not know this. Everybody kind of gets awkward and stares at me and they go, Uncle Tommy. And I'm like, he's young. He's on YouTube. Don't you like him?
This is these crazy kids. Is this what the kids are doing?
And apparently he is canceled.
Yeah, and he's not that young.
So he did a podcast with Jessica Buttafuoco. So to your point, he is 8 years younger than we are.
Yeah.
But
or as an actor. Okay.
Or he's at least 8 years younger than we are.
He's 8 years younger than us.
Okay, so Jessica's 8 years.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. He's 12 years younger than us.
Okay. So I thought in the moment, up until I started doing math after he got canceled, I thought he was 15 years younger than us, and I thought he'd be good for the kids. Anyway, and then, and I forget which one, and not only is the guy's canceled for a couple of things, right? Like I think some of it was, but nobody knows why he's canceled.
Wikipedia knows why he's canceled, if it's true.
Why?
And, if we doubt Wikipedia, we could always ask ChatGPT, and that'll always tell us the truth.
ChatGPT wasn't giving me the good juice.
So he's been criticized for his racial comedy, particularly his use of blackface. There's a couple of other things here.
Good. That's why I'm having you read it off camera. And in fact, I'm just going to hold up the book to camera so nobody can see me with it.
Right. So he later apologized for the jokes on the video, stating that he viewed the controversy as a learning experience.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do.
I'll keep that in mind. When I
Okay.
get
Well, I'll
canceled.
give you a good one where you get into the world has changed or not changed. But Jimmy Fallon used to do a great impersonation of Chris Rock on Saturday Night Live.
Right.
And there was a movement to cancel Jimmy Fallon at one point, and Chris Rock came out and said, no, please don't, and had a statement.
Right.
And there's a comedian, I don't know his name, but it popped up on the TikTok. And the joke is this. Chris Rock, he reads the Chris Rock long statement about why you shouldn't cancel Jimmy Fallon. Mm-hmm. And the comedian goes, yes, I thought that statement about unity was beautiful until I realized the man giving the statement was Jimmy Fallon in blackface.
Oh, God.
I forget the name of that comic, but that was not my joke, but if you can figure out who said that.
Oh, my God.
That was just, it got me. So I was just thinking about this next year. So, the Shane book is just as awkward as the Amy Poehler book. Mm-hmm. I actually took the book back and just gave her a notebook, and I should have given her $20, but I forgot that. But yeah, this has just as awkward stuff. So I was thinking next year, I'm going to just give every niece and nephew a canceled celebrities book.
I like it.
Yeah, and or maybe we'll start this here on the show, the Tom Kelly Show Canceled Celebrity Book Club.
I love it.
And like if you think about it, like J.K. Rowling, she wrote Harry Potter.
Yes, she did.
But she's canceled for her comments about the transgender community.
Yes.
Okay. Again, canceled celebrity book club. Woody Allen.
Was he hashtag canceled, and for what?
Allegations of sexual abuse involving his adopted daughter, Dylan. But apparently that's not as bad as marrying your stepdaughter. And yet he still wrote those books after that.
Yeah, because, he was canceled before canceling was a thing.
No, but the thing is, he's the reason we should cancel. And we didn't.
The reason we should. Okay.
No, actually, the right way to say it is he embodies. And again, I am actually against cancel culture. I believe you have your day in court and whatnot. But I also believe where there's smoke, there's fire. And I will say this now, just in case Woody Allen's lawyers are listening. Woody Allen was not charged with any of the allegations against his stepchildren. That said, or adopted children. He was not charged with any of that. That said, he did marry one of them. Maybe you don't put that guy in a movie. Maybe that guy's not and honestly, I found his work boring anyway.
Some of it was good.
What's that?
Some of it was good.
Okay. Mike McGarrigle's, that will have a canceled celebrity movie marathon later.
Did you ever see the one where it's like, it's him and like it's like a robbery? Like, we'll have to look that one up. It's
so
funny.
To your point about where ChatGPT, which did a 90% good job of helping me create Canceled Celebrity Book Club. Mm-hmm. Canceled Celebrity, Kevin Spacey. Why was he canceled? Multiple allegations of sexual misconduct and assault. What was the name of his book? Well, he doesn't have a book. Well, that's not what I asked you, ChatGPT, then. James Franco.
Did you really ask it for all the canceled celebrities and what their books were?
And it at least got me into the ballpark pretty quick. Okay. We could argue about whether or not Chrissy Teigen's really canceled. She's been accused of online bullying, but she always bounces back. Russell Brand, why canceled? Controversial statements about whatever. He's written a book. And then obviously, the big one, Bill Cosby.
Yep. So all of picture pages.
So but what I'm reading about this list right now is there's a canceled celebrity for everybody in the family. Like here we go. There is John Grisham, canceled because he was downplayed the seriousness of child pornography.
Oh, I didn't know he was canceled.
I don't know if he's really canceled. Now we're getting into a few people who are like on the edge.
Okay. Like
Kathy Griffin, I think she's been canceled, came back and canceled again, but she's written a few books. She's the one who held the head of Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. R. Kelly, why canceled? convicted for sex trafficking and racketeering. But be sure my nephew TJ and Joey are getting Soul Coaster, The Diary of Me, next Christmas. And of course, Lori Loughlin, who was canceled for her involvement in the college admissions scandal. And
didn't she?
What's that?
Didn't she do time?
She did time.
Yeah.
And then again, ChatGPT leaving me hanging and why you have to edit before you do it on air. What books has she written? Though not an author, she's been the subject of investigative books. That's not what I asked for. I would have ended on Cosby, God damn it. Who are you? What are you looking up?
I'm looking up John Grisham.
Was he really canceled?
No, this is a different. Oh no, he is. He's a novelist and a lawyer, and I didn't know he was.
He wrote all those movies Tom Cruise is in.
Right, but I didn't realize that he was a member of the Mississippi House of Representatives as well.
And again, wait, he's in the House of Representatives?
The Mississippi House of Representatives.
It's got to be a different one.
No, it's like New York State Assembly.
Yeah, he was he in that before he?
I don't know.
Is he in it now?
He's not. No.
That just seems like a waste of time. That seems like a step back.
He was 83 to 1990.
Okay, yeah. And then he wrote, he didn't write the one with the Hunt for Red October, did he? You know what I'm going to ask? Hang on.
Oh, he wrote the Pelican Brief.
Wait. John.
And the Firm.
Let's see who goes faster. Mike or ChatGPT? Oh, he wrote A Time to Kill. Yeah, he wrote The Firm. That's the one I was looking for. The Pelican Brief, The Client. And he apparently also wrote the Bible.
He did not write the Bible.
See, that was a ChatGPT joke there.
Gotcha.
That was just for you.
I'm not seeing his cancellation here.
Actually, I got that quick on the first one, and it was in 2014. I don't know if he was canceled. He apologized for something. And again, canceled is such a strong word. And you can't get canceled if you have nothing to get canceled from. That's a Tom Kelly remark. All right, you know what? We're at 23 minutes. I think we should end this podcast.
Okay.
Maybe we'll do another. Maybe we'll put some in the bank. Come back next week for when the Tom Kelly Show reviews Bill Cosby's book, Love and Marriage and Fatherhood. Actually, Fatherhood was the big one, right? I think Fatherhood was a big one. Anyway, next week on the Tom Kelly Show, we review Bill Cosby's book, Fatherhood, as part of the Tom Kelly Show canceled celebrity book club series. And listen, show love where love can be shown. Just in case I don't talk to you guys between now and the new year, Happy New Year. I hope your holiday was a blessed one. And I know mine's blessed because I get to spend it with friends and you. Good night, New York City.